here? My name's Rick Kwasniewski. I'm the chairman of PACE, and we want to welcome everyone to the PACE Harvey Transportation Center. Very glad to have everyone here today. I want to get a few acknowledgments before we get started with the program. Senator Durbin was unexpectedly not able to be here today, but he was very helpful in helping secure this grant for us, and we definitely appreciate that. The governor couldn't be here today as well, and we'd like to recognize Jason Osborne, the Director of Office of Intermodal Project Implementation for IDOT. We have Jennifer Siskillen, Superintendent of Cook County Highway Department, Transportation and Highways, representing Cook County President Tony Preckwinkle, who's been very supportive of PACE. We got RTA board member Liz Goody-Gordman here. South Suburban Mayors and Managers Association Executive Director Christy D. Lorenz. From Metro, we've got Deputy Executive Director in External Affairs Janice Thomas, who's a great partner with us and was very helpful in this. From Cook County Commissioner Deborah Sims' office, Tyrone Ward is here. City of Harvey, Nicholas Griever, the Director of Economic Development. From the City of Harvey as well, Rosa Armbrula, the City Clerk. Also from the City of Harvey, Alderman Tyrone Rogers from the 6th Ward. CMAP, John Carpenter and Tim McMahon are here with us. And from IPTA, the Executive Director, Laura Calderon. So thanks again for everyone for coming out today to celebrate PACE's first ever RAISE grant. Since this discretionary grant program started in 2009. We've had so many partners that help us bring this together. It's really a celebration for all of us here today. The RAISE grant gives PACE $20 million towards the construction of the new transit center. The funding will help transform this facility that you see here today into a modern multimodal transportation center to better serve the people of our region. This is truly a historic event. Nationally, only 7% of applicants get funding awards through the RAISE program. PACE is honored to be recognized with this award and for the opportunity it gives us, Metro, the City of Harvey, and the State of Illinois, and the people that we all serve. The total project cost will be about $70 million, which includes funding from the state Rebuild Illinois program, with the remainder to be paid by PACE and Metro through capital funding. It also represents equity and access opportunities for all. More people board PACE buses here than any other location in the region. So this project truly benefits thousands of riders daily that take this to get their jobs throughout the region. This project also represents a major collaboration between our partners, collaboration with Metro, and I really want to thank Metro in this process. Janice was very instrumental, and also the chairman, and I'll talk about that when I introduce her, but also the City of Harvey and the State of Illinois. We all came together and looked at this project, and I think this is what everyone looks for in the future for funding opportunities, and we're going to continue to do this throughout the region. So with that, I'd like to move on to introduce our next speaker. It's my pleasure to introduce a person who's been instrumental in securing this funding for us here today. From the U.S. House, Robin Kelly. Congressman Kelly has been a great friend of PACE, even back in the days when she was a state legislator, and continues to be here today as well. Please welcome Congressman Robin Kelly. Welcome.
Thank you so much. If you see me shivering, I just flew in from Oklahoma where it was 91 and 87, so I am not properly dressed. I had to borrow my staff's coat that I don't know how to zip up, so bear with me. But good morning, everyone. What an exciting day for Harvey. Some of the best news I receive as a congresswoman is when somewhere in my district is receiving a federal grant like this one. Thanks to President Biden's bipartisan infrastructure law, the Biden-Harris administration has more than doubled the funding available for the RAISE program this year. That comes out to more than $7.5 billion in additional funding to help urban and rural communities move forward on projects that modernize roads, bridges, transit, rail, ports, and intermodal transportation. These investments will make our transportation system safer, more accessible, more affordable, and more sustainable for generations to come. Nearly 2/3 of these projects are located in areas of persistent poverty or historically disadvantaged communities. Now, thanks to the U.S. Department of Transportation and the Biden-Harris administration, Harvey, Pace, and Metro have won a $20 million grant to improve the Intermodal Transportation Center. This project will improve access to transit alternatives for the local community. We're replacing the 2 outdated facilities with the new modern one. Hopefully, the transportation and travel experience will be better, more comfortable, and more accessible for everyone. Pace and Metro will break ground in 2023, and shortly after, people around Harvey and the surrounding area will have a shiny new transportation facility. I am proud to have voted for the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act to make this project and others possible. Everyone deserves access to functional, safe, and comfortable transportation. This project will help our local economy and our local workers. I look forward to coming back to Harvey for the grand opening, and I want to thank Pace, Metro, USDOT, and Harvey, and the mayor, and all the local officials who helped make this possible. Thank you so much, and it's a great day.
Thank you. Let's not forget, part of the funding for this project is also coming from the state of Illinois Rebuild Illinois program, thanks to Governor Pritzker and the Illinois General Assembly. One of the key members of the state legislature that's been very supportive of PACE and public transportation is here with us today, and I'd like to introduce Illinois Representative Will Davis.
Thank you, everyone. So, if you happen to see me shivering, it's because it's cold. I am Will Davis, State Representative of the 30th District, where I have the pleasure of representing the city of Harvey and surrounding suburbs. Being from Harvey, to see this kind of investment in the city of Harvey certainly does my heart good. I am proud to have voted for Rebuild Illinois, which is the state's capital program, which is contributing some resources to this project. Let's acknowledge that anytime that we are doing capital projects in our communities, that is a good thing, especially as I've shared with both Metro and Pace, when we are working to try to make sure that our local minority contractors have opportunity to work and build these kind of projects, because they are a part of the fabric of our communities, and they also are contributing to this effort as well. So it's extremely important. So let me begin by thanking both Pace and Metro for their acknowledgement and need to do and invest in this effort here. Transportation is important no matter where you are. For those that don't have cars, or even for those that do, and you want to save on gas, public transportation is truly a way to go. The facility that we have here behind us, the Pace facility, has been operating as a hub for transportation for people coming out of the city of Chicago to go to other suburban communities, and for those in suburban communities who are trying to get to downtown Chicago for work and other opportunities. I often ride Metro, which is right across the street from my office, when I need to go downtown as well, because I too want to save gas, but I also want to be on public transportation. I am a hands-on representative, and the only way that I can understand and learn about what people are experiencing is that I have to participate in that effort. So I ride public transportation, whether it's Metro out here in the burbs, or when I'm needing to go downtown as well, I drive the 95th and I jump on the red line, because I want to see exactly what is going on so that I can be a better advocate when I see problems or things that need to be addressed and corrected. But today we are celebrating a continued investment in the city of Harvey. We were here a few weeks ago celebrating the 147th Street station down the road there, Metro Station, with Metro, of course. And now we're here with both Pace and Metro celebrating yet another major investment in the city of Harvey. The city of Harvey is on the move, ladies and gentlemen. Under the leadership of Mayor Clark, it is truly moving forward. And this is just the beginning. When you look at the downtown area, you know, you see a wide variety of things, but at the very least, what you need to see is opportunity and potential. Transportation is a huge part of that, with housing development, looking at businesses that now want to come to the area because they say, if all these people are here, maybe there's an opportunity for me to have a business and to do business with the people that are transitioning via this transportation. So today is a great day, ladies and gentlemen, here in the city of Harvey. I'm appreciative of all the effort at all levels of government, individuals that are contributing to this effort. Let's keep it up. We will continue to fight for more capital dollars and bring more capital dollars here to the city of Harvey, as well as surrounding communities, because when we're all working together, we grow, we prosper, and we thrive. Thank you all very much for being here today and this investment. Take care. Have a good day.
Thank you. Next, I'd like to recognize State Senator Napoleon Harris, who represents his district. He's been a great advocate for funding for infrastructure and for transit throughout the years. Welcome, Napoleon Harris.
Good morning. This is good football weather. It was cold. First and foremost, I want to say thank you guys for attending this morning. Thank you to PACE, to the board, to Metro and the partnership, to the mayor here in the city of Harvey, to Congresswoman Kelly, and to the entire body that's here today. And this is what happens when state, local, and federal come together. We make good investments into sound communities, and this is not just a win for Harvey, ladies and gentlemen. This is a win for the Southland. Hear what I say. This is a win for the Southland. This station here is a hub, and it's, as was noted earlier, it's one of the busiest, if not the busiest, in the Southland. And we want to make sure that we continue to invest in the communities that look like us, that need the investment. When you see these type of projects, you notice that it's not just about accessibility and looking good and feeling good, but it's about affordability as well. So PACE, Metro, RTA want to make sure that it's affordable for the ridership, to rebuild their ridership base, and to make sure that the constituents who live in this community are able to go out and go to work, save on gas with the high inflation and everything that's going on. So we appreciate those investments. Once again, I'm not going to be here long. What has been said has already been said. We want to thank you and appreciate everyone who's had a part of this. Thank my counterpart, Will Davis. We take the votes down in Springfield to make sure that we invest and rebuild Illinois, to make sure that we rebuild our communities that we represent. Welcome to the 15th Legislative District, and thank you for coming. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, I'd like to introduce our local partner, Mayor Christopher Clark, from the city of Harvey. And I can tell you, he's been an advocate pushing this project forward with both us and Metro throughout the years. So we really appreciate his support, and we look forward to working with him in the future. Mr. Mayor?
Good morning. Good morning. All I can say is excitement. It is so excitement. The first thing I'm supposed to do is try to contain myself for how excited I am about this venture here today, about what we're going to do in the future. But before I get started, let me, of course, I want to thank everyone. And the reason why I say this is because I don't want to leave anyone out. There are so many people that work hard to try to make these type of investments occur here in the city of Harvey, from the federal level, state level, county level, and the local level. That is so important to recognize everyone. As Rick has already stated, he went down a list of names, but there's so many other unnamed that lend their hand to making something like this happen. So I just want to say thank you to those people and to everyone for everything that you have done. Specifically to our president, the Biden-Harris administration, of course, our Congresswoman, our state reps, Senator Durbin as well. I want to say a special thank you, because it has been your advocacy. Your advocacy has made it where this type of event can take place. I remember a time in the city of Harvey where we would not have these types of events. I remember a time in the city of Harvey where we did not have this type of investment. But what this shows each and every one of us is what we can do when we work together. When we have partners, I heard partnerships, I heard collaborations, I've heard the word relationship used. All of those things are important when you're trying to rebuild a city and when you're trying to accomplish any type of goal. You must work with others, and you must be workable. And you must be workable. Everyone who is here today is a symbol of progress when we come together and shows how we can get things done. The city of Harvey is the hub of the South suburbs, not just the Southland. It is the hub of the South suburbs. It is that place that just about everyone, I love to say everyone, of course, but just about everyone comes through at some point in time in their travels. And why not have a wonderful edifice here, $70 million worth of investment right here in the city of Harvey to make people comfortable when they're traveling, to give them a nice environment when they are traveling, to show that someone cares about them and also cares about the travel that they use. Right here. Right here. I'm going to say it again. Right here. In the city of Harvey, Illinois. As a child, it was something that I never, ever could have imagined would have happened here in the city in which I grew up. As a mayor, it is definitely something that blows my mind as I see all of the people that work together to put this type of investment together. So I just want to say, on behalf of the people in the city of Harvey, a tremendous thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that we will continue to work with you. We will continue to be a partner. I want to specifically, before, because I was looking at him right here, Tim Williams, my city administrator right here, Nicholas Greifer, who's my economic development director right here. Those two guys are on the phone, on Zoom calls, on every other type of call there can possibly be. And where is Miss Ellis? She's somewhere. I read there. She is Jordan Ellis, and now she's in the mix of helping to make these things happen here in our city. For our Harvey residents, I want you to understand that Harvey's on the move. Harvey is moving forward, and there are great things happening, and this is only the beginning. So once again, thank you to everyone who's attending. Thank you everyone who can hear my voice. Thank you to our zealous advocates. Oh, and my other mayor, I always got to recognize another mayor right here, Terry Wells. Thank you for everything that you do. The city of Harvey is moving forward, and it's because of relationships like this that we can see it go forward. So thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Clark. Next, I'd like to introduce a fellow chairman. I've known Kurt Dillard for almost 30 years. He's been a great friend to transportation and infrastructure funding for many years, and a good leader at the RTA, and helps guide all the transit agencies in the region. Welcome, Kurt. Thank you. Thanks, John.
So I'm nice and warm. I wore my commuter coat today. I'll tell each of you how to find it online, but it literally is called the commuter coat. And for those of us who grew up in Chicago, it repels sleet, snow, and most importantly, it breaks wind from when you're standing on that platform. It is great to be here again. Mayor, I was here for the 147th Street event with Governor Pritzker, and then my favorite colleagues from Springfield. I miss Robin Kelly very much, Representative Will Davis, and Senator Napoleon Harris, one of my former colleagues from the state Senate. You have great representation down here in the Southland and these three individuals. This is an exciting time for our region's transportation system, our mass transportation system and its riders. Last week, we went back over 1 million riders per day on the system. So we are coming back. And our region and operators know, and it's one of the things the the RTA tries to stress is cooperation, as has been preached here today. But I want to thank Metra, PACE, and our friends in the CTA as well for their cooperation, because we're all in this together. There are many people, my sister's one of them, that starts her day on PACE, gets on Metra, and goes into the city of Chicago to work. And transit knows that cooperation is the key. And I want to thank all three of the service boards for showing Representative Kelly and Senator Harris, as well as Representative Davis, that we in mass transit get and understand the federal and state government's mandates about equity, about economic development, and about cooperation. So we'll put this money to good use. Tim, you got a lot to do as the city manager down here, and I look forward to coming back to Harvey and the Southland many, many, many times. But congratulations and thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Next, I'd like to bring up another fellow chairperson, Romaine Brown from Metra. I can tell you right now, Metra has been a leader in this project. It says PACE that we got the grant, but this is about all of us. It's a collaborative project. When we went to DC, we pushed it as a collaborative working project between the two agencies, and this wouldn't have been done without Metra's leadership. So with that, Chairperson Brown.
Thank you. And I get to say good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for being here. This project is a notable example of cooperation. First, Metro is working together with PACE and the City of Harvey to plan an integral, efficient, and welcome transit system for the benefit of our train and bus riders. Second, we cannot make those plans a reality without major cooperation between us and a variety of other funding partners. The last piece of the funding puzzle was this $20 million raise grant from our friends in Washington, led by Senator Durbin and Representative Kelly. We are sincerely grateful to him and her and our other federal officials who saw the value of this project and backed it with significant funding. And we cannot forget Governor Pritzker, State Senator Harris, State Representative Davis, and the legislature for approving the Mass Public Works program that is also funding this and other much-needed infrastructure work across the state. Many thanks from Metro to them, and of course the RTA, led by Chairman Dillard and Mayor Clark, have always been a good friend to Metro and our partners with PACE and Cook County. This money will be used to fully renovate the Harvey station with a new station entry, new platform, in-house and waiting area, new elevators and expanded platform and canopy, new parking, kiss and ride lanes, new lighting, signs, and other amenities. It will also be used as major improvement to the joint PACE Transit Center. The result for our riders will be a comfortable, welcome getaway to the Metro system and to the City of Harvey, as well as a more pleasant, efficient connection between the Metro and PACE service. It's a win for Metro, it's a win for PACE, it's a win for Harvey, it's a win for our riders and our residents, and we thank you. Go My Metro.
Next, I'd like to bring up our representative on the board from the south suburbs, Mayor Terry Wells.
Good afternoon, everyone. Unfortunately, look, I'm coming last, and everything's been said already, so I'm just going to repeat what I've already mentioned. But, yeah, my name is Terry Wells. I'm the mayor of the village of Phoenix, small town just to the east of here. I'm also the PACE representative representing the South Region. 3 years ago, we walked this area and thought about the idea of how we could make this project happen. And with the help of the state, federal government, and Cook County, this project will finally see the light of day. During my years on the PACE board, one of the things that we've always talked about as a group is how we can collaborate with Metro and how we can collaborate with the RTA and other transit agencies. And this is a perfect example of that happening. It's already been said how many people came through or come through PACE on a regular basis. It is our biggest hub. Years ago, Metro, cyclists, Metro's biggest hub. And so now, again, that idea of collaboration. Mayor Clark mentioned that this is part of his redevelopment agreement to his city to rebuild the downtown section of Harvey. And we are pleased, Mayor Clark, to tell you that we are here to help you in that dream and that vision. I'd like to thank all the people who have already been talked about, Representative Rob Kelly, talked about Will Davis, who has been a very integral part of what we do at PACE, and of course Senator Harris, who I'm proud to say was one of my former students. So there's a lot of people that have been working to make this day happen. It's a great day for us. It's a great day for Harvey, but this is just the beginning because we're going to be working with PACE, Metro, and the RTA on a bunch of other projects in the near future. Thank you so much, and you guys stay warm.
Okay, and I promise you this is the last speaker, but I wanted to bring Melinda Metzger up, our executive director from PACE, to kind of wrap things up and to highlight anything that anybody missed. But I think we've pretty much covered a lot. So good to have Melinda.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, and to our honored guest speakers. You all did an awesome job. So I have a totally different perspective on this. I could repeat what they had to say, but my perspective is this. I've been in this system for a couple of decades. All right, maybe 4 decades. And when we started, this property, how's this? Okay. Great. When we started, this property right here was our garage, and it was in a massive state of decay. And what we decided to do is move because we couldn't live in this facility anymore. Our employees were not in safe conditions, and we didn't have good conditions for our riders. Our riders were transferring on the street. So 35 years ago, we ripped down our property, moved it to Markham, the garage, and we built this transit center, which is now 35 years old. And it was great. It got our customers out of the elements. The problem with it is they're here alone, not next to the metro station. And when we first started to discuss this with the metro folks, we said, we want to move right next door, and we want to share a transit facility. And everyone got on board. We went to the city of Harvey. The mayor here was our biggest supporter. And I have to say, when Representative Kelly called me to tell me that we got the raised rent, I was so excited. I got Metro on the phone, and he called Mayor Clark. And we couldn't have a better cheerleader for this whole project. So I thank everyone who's been involved, and I want to mention here, all the PACE staff, raise your hands. All of this PACE staff here has contributed I can't deny that they will be here all day. Has contributed to what we've gotten done today. And I also want to recognize Cook County with the airplanes of Cook County because they started a movement. Get more service out here in Harvey, put your money where your mouth is, and we will put more service on the street. So thank you for everyone who's been involved in this. I'd like to get some pictures in front of the bus to commemorate this event, and I hope to see you back here when the facility is all built up and we can all celebrate again. Thank you so much.